everyone, I'm Sharon and I'm a relationship coach, and welcome to our session today on anxiety rescue. You know, we are living in a time when everyone is feeling very overwhelmed, anxious, and just flat out stuck lately, and you are not alone. The world really feels like it's spinning faster than we can keep up with. Between economic pressures, climate fears, tech overload, health scares, many of us are quietly fighting invisible battles. But here's the thing, there is hope. And today we're going to talk about what's really going on and what experts are saying we can do about it. So let's dive right in. So anxiety is hitting record highs according to experts, and what they are saying that is quite alarming is that it no longer is something that only affects adults, but teens and kids as well. So what is driving it? One psychologist and psychiatrist explains that anxiety is a habit loop. We feel anxious, we worry, and our brain rewards us by thinking that we're doing something, that the worry is actually doing something. But we know it doesn't help. It just feeds the loop. Holding on to things like regret, guilt, unresolved grief is like carrying invisible weights. They dim your light, they block your joy, and they quietly whisper that it is not safe to let go. Let's take 24-year-old Melissa. She has just graduated. She has rising rent, and with a shaky job market and the pressure to find her passion, she's constantly doom scrolling, comparing her life to everyone else's highlight reel on Instagram. That makes her dim her own ambitions of being seen. And it's not just emotional, it's also physical, says Dr. Gabor Maté, who is a trauma and addiction specialist. And it says that our society is sick because we have normalized stress and disconnection. We live in a culture that doesn't meet our needs, he says. He goes on to say that our brains are wired for three things. Number one, community. What do I mean by community? Well, this really means that we being with other people, whether it is we are helping others or them helping us. So it's a kind of a two-way street, and so just doing life together, our brains are wired for that. Secondly, we need routine. And I think this is the one thing that kind of falls by the wayside. We think that we don't need it. But we do. We need to know that we get up in the morning, we brush our teeth, we have breakfast, we do the laundry, we do the dishes. These are, mundane things, but we need that sense of routine. Number three, purpose. We all need a sense of purpose. Even if it's just getting up, going for a walk, and greeting people as you walk down the road. But doing that, you're giving other people a sense of joy and happiness. Join and volunteer at a food bank. There is so much rewards that we get when we give of ourselves at a food bank, at an animal shelter. And really the rewards you receive is no measure. And these selfless acts, we cannot measure them. So experts say that what we should do is that we don't have to carry what you didn't choose. You don't have to carry this. You have the power to choose a different path. And I'm going to go through 5 areas of how you can use this in your toolkit to help you to work through your own anxiety. Number 1, name it to tame it. So when your emotion, when you're anxious, it activates the thinking part of your brain and reduces the emotional charge. For example, when you're feeling anxious in your head, by verbalizing it, you break the intensity of that emotional charge. I'm going to say that again because this is one of those low-hanging fruits. It's easy to do. You can do it today. You can do it immediately, right? So by naming it, in other words, not just feeling in your head, by actually verbalizing it, in other words, where you say, I am feeling anxious today, I am feeling overwhelmed today, breaks the intensity that's in your head. And that's what you can start doing almost immediately. So Marcus, who is a dad of 3, he said that he used to snap at his kids when he was overwhelmed. But now he takes a breath and says, I feel worried right now. And just saying that gives him a sense of control. Number 2, limit your input. The neuroscience is picking up in research that we are not designed to process too much information. We need to take a step back and have at least a 30-minute detox every day. No scrolling, no news, just breathe. Start small. Go outside. Make yourself a cup of tea. Pet your dog. Sit in silence. Do something that gives you joy. Number 3, mindfulness-based stress reduction experts says that anxiety lives in the future, peace lives in the present. So there are simple grounding exercises that we can do. Number 1, name 5 things that you can see. In other words, verbalize that. I can see a tree. I can see a dog. I can see someone going for a walk. I can see somebody barbecuing. What can you see around you? 4 things that you can feel. So name 4 things that you can feel. Name 3 things that you can hear. Name 2 things that you can smell. Name 1 thing that you can taste. Now, Sophia, who is a nurse, says that she does these grounding exercises before her shift starts. She says, I do this every day and it reminds me that I'm safe. I'm here and I'm okay. So, moving our bodies helps us to shift our minds. Movement isn't just for fitness, it's for mental survival as well. Harvard experts says that just even a 10-minute walk can make all the difference to your mental health. It's not becoming a gym rat. Stretch, put on some music and dance helps you just to relieve of that stress. Talk to someone. Don't do life alone. Whether it is therapy, whether it's talking to a friend, to a support group, speaking out helps. Connection is medicine. Jamal, who's 32 years old, he's a graphic designer. He finally opened up to his therapist that after experiencing some chest tightness that just wouldn't go away. It wasn't a heart issue, it was anxiety. Now therapy is his weekly reset. Now here's the good news. You are not broken. You are human. Anxiety is not a life sentence. It's a signal. It's your body saying, hey, something's out of alignment. Even top experts admit that they too feel anxious, but they've learned to listen to it and not to fear it. And so can you. You are allowed to rest. You are allowed to unplug. And you are allowed to ask for help. You don't have to fix everything. You just need to take the first right step. So, in a world that's constantly asking you to hustle, worry, compare, and scroll, choose presence. Choose peace. Choose small steps. We can choose what happens to us, but we can choose what we're going to do with it. So I want you to remind yourself of 3 important things today. Number 1, tell yourself, I am worthy even on the days I struggle. I am still enough when I am healing. I deserve to love and to be loved. So pause, breathe, and remember you are not alone in this. So, if you found this helpful today, don't forget to like and subscribe and share with someone that might need a little hope today. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.